Hey everybody, it's been a while. I was actually supposed to make a video a couple days ago, so I might make a couple videos today. We'll see. I am at Healthy Relaxation Center. It's a spa, and I've been here once before. I came today with my moms from the autism center that I work with, and my mom's, and she's loving it. I think this room was a little bit too warm for her because she's pregnant. So she went back to a different room, but let me just show you guys. This is the clay room. So I'm literally like sitting in clay. Oh, there's so many things to talk about. Let's see, because it's been a while. Let's see. Should we talk about I want to talk about Open Road Fund. Okay, so I participated, Tears of Hope participated in applicant support for Open Road Fund this year. It was my first time hearing about it. It was my first year applying, and it was also my first time really learning more about it. And I have to say, it's been really, really confusing how many people are second guessing it to some extent, right? Like, I think we should second guess everything. We should research everything. Before I agreed to do the applicant support, I definitely didn't ask other people because that's not kind of how I'm built. But what I did do is I went online and I researched it quite a bit. And I was like, okay, let's see what this is about. Let's just, lean into it. I didn't see anything that was like fraudulent or anything that was anything. So I was like, okay, I think I'm going to do this. I think it's a great idea. We're always talking about, I think this was literally, to me, and this is not something that they said to me, this is like my own perspective. Literally like the 40 acres and a mule sort of situation, right? Now, obviously, $50K does not buy you 40 acres and a mule or whatever. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, let me give you a little debrief. So Open Road Fund is a fund that they created for over the next 30 years. They are giving 100 Black people that are descendants of African slaves. So it's not people that migrated here later. It's people whose ancestors were brought over during slavery that were enslaved. And yeah, so that is the basis of it. And it's $50,000 a year. They choose 100 people, and it's for the states, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. And so to me, it's kind of a little bit like a lottery, even though when I talk to them, they hate that verbiage because it's not a lottery. You didn't buy a lottery ticket, right? But we kind of did because we Black, and listen, baby, we done paid, okay? Listen, I paid for some stuff just by being here in this skin, in this country. So that was my lottery ticket. But the perspective has been interesting. Some people will get really excited about it, like it's definitely an opportunity to help yourself. You can use it for education. You can use it for bills and expenses. If you need to get caught up, maybe you want to go and get that house paid off. Like, I don't know, go back to school. Maybe you have some health issues that you need to deal with. You can use it for your business. You can't use it for a nonprofit though, and you can't use it for a charity, which to me makes sense because it's basically them giving you the money so you can give it away, which is, not the purpose of it. It's supposed to help you personally to in some way, shape, or form change the trajectory of your family. I'm going to post this video early because today's the last day to apply, and I'm going to put the link in the comments. So I hope you guys apply. My fingers is crossed that I get it. So this is some of the feedback I've gotten. What are they using the data for? I had my daughter do it before I did it. Like I said, this is our first year doing it. I had my daughter do it because I wanted to see what questions came up for a support perspective and also just a general perspective. And it was my daughter's not very tech savvy, so it was pretty short and to the point. Like, it's about 6 to 8 questions, I want to say. A lot of them are kind of essay questions where they're asking you, like, how are you connected to Black descendants? In what way? What would you do with the money? But other than that, it's literally the same questions that they ask you when you're filling out a general application. What's your name? What's your address? Are you, of a Black descendant? They didn't ask anything that I thought would be, we're going to steal your data theme. They didn't ask for a social, which I'm assuming, I don't know if they ever ask for one, but I'm assuming that maybe if you actually get approved, like they ask for one, which might kind of make sense because they got to cut you a check, and that's what jobs do, or grants do, and different. I just got a grant from the Black Minnesota Chamber of Commerce, and they needed my information so that they could issue the check. So that to me makes sense if that happens, but it didn't come up yet. But I've had so many people talk about the data that it's a little, I don't know, confusing. So I would actually love feedback on what you guys think they do with this data. Like, do you think they're like mailing people stuff because they put their address down, or I don't know. And I don't think like that. Like, I'm not an analytical thinker in that way. So if there is a perspective that will help me understand better, I would love it. And I'm definitely open to that dialogue and that information. But right now it's really confusing to me and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The other feedback that I saw a lot was I didn't get it. So people that have tried to get it before and didn't get it, that to me was also a little confusing because they choose 100 people in 3 states. And I think she said last year it rounded out to about 40,000 people that applied. So what's 140,000? Where are my mathematicians? I need one of my mathematicians to give me the odds on that number, because it's lottery, you know what I mean? You may get it, you may not, I don't know. You definitely won't get it if you don't apply though. Somebody said that to me the other day, and I thought that made a lot of sense. They were like, yeah, you might not get it, but you definitely won't if you don't apply. So, and who couldn't use $50,000? Like, I don't know. I think the part that's disheartening for me and makes me kind of sad is we keep saying we want things for Black people, we want things for Black people. And I even get people that are very resistant to things where BIPOC or Black people are included with, because generational trauma is different for everybody, right? Let's just be transparent. Trauma is different for the LGBTQ community than it is for the Black community. Trauma is different for the Native American community than it is the Black community. Trauma is different for the immigrant community than it is for the Black community. Trauma is different for the immigrant communities depending on even where they come from. So I definitely think that there is a space for Black trauma, specifically Black American trauma. And I feel like this was a space that was created, and I just don't get why there's so much resistance. And even that, it screams our trauma, you guys. Like, it screams that we are so traumatized, especially around money and things like that, that we're even scared to accept and get help. It doesn't quite make a lot of sense to me. It really, really doesn't. And let's talk more about that. And also, I also, the narrative in my mind is very similar to all of these like class action lawsuits, right? Like, let's talk about it. Comcast, we've had T-Mobile, we've had a couple banks. These places have had data breaches where our data has been, and this is data that actually includes social security numbers, has been bought, sold, all the things. And I'm wondering how many people heard, and yes, there are some people that absolutely, the minute they hear T-Mobile had a data breach, they're closing their T-Mobile account, right? But how many people have heard of a data breach that actually happened, that's something they're connected to specifically? Like if you have T-Mobile phones and T-Mobile had a data breach, or if you get Comcast and Comcast had a data breach, if you bank at one of the banks and that bank had a data breach, close that account. How many people left the account open? How many people was like, oh, they had another data breach? So even the perspective of, oh my God, they are invading our space, they are stealing our money, they are blah, 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 blah. They're selling the data. They're already doing it. I don't know. They got our data, y'all. I promise you. So, I don't know. So once again, this is why you have to have these open dialogues with other people, and I'm definitely open to having this dialogue with someone, because my perspective is very different even after all of the research I've done on this. It just seems like a safe risk to me. And if you guys see it as an unsafe risk outside of other business entities that you business and partner with, I would love to hear why and if it makes sense. And maybe it'll make sense to me if you explain it to me. So I want to have that dialogue. And lastly, I got back, I didn't get it. But like I said before, and then this is the other thing. I know somebody that got it and they didn't use the money for anything. They should have given it to me. Well, I found out that the selection is random. I was talking to the team over it, and we had a really good conversation. I wish I had recorded it, but I wasn't sure that they wanted to be recorded. They get a lot of hate mail, so they probably didn't want an opportunity for you guys to send them more hate mail. Stop sending people hate mail. It's crazy. Like, if y'all don't want to do the Open Road Fund, don't do it. But sending people hate mail and y'all should die, it's a little intense. And you can only imagine the racist hate mail they're getting because this is specific to Black people. So y'all adding to that is crazy work. Let's not do that. Let's be better than those people. So, but I was asking them, and a really funny story, one of them said, yeah, I had this woman telling me, yeah, I didn't get it, and you guys are picky. You pick and choose who you give it to based on popularity and da-da-da-da, and I don't know anybody that's gotten it. And the woman was literally sitting there thinking, your sister got it. How funny is that? This woman she was talking to, her sister actually got the money and did not tell anybody. So now, here's my question. I went a little over. I'm trying to keep my videos under 10 minutes. Here's my question, and please leave an answer in the comments, please. My question is, if you got $50,000 to do whatever you wanted to do with it, what do you want everybody to know? Because I would not. So the idea that they should share this information, you guys, now that would be sharing your data, right? Saying, hey, Adrian got $50,000. Like, no. Or them being like, yeah, B got $50,000. No, don't say my name. Keep my name out of the conversation. So I really want to know, would you want people to know? Today's the last day. Seriously, you guys, I definitely think you may get it. You may not. But if you could get it, $50,000 could help out a lot of people. And it doesn't even matter to me how well off you are. If you are well off, maybe it'll help you with investing so you can become more well off. If you're not well off, it may save you. Like, wouldn't it be great if you're really, really struggling to not have to worry about food for a while, to actually have a vehicle that's not breaking down every other day, to actually be able to get the student debt off your back so your wages aren't being garnished? Like, I don't know. To me, the benefits outweigh the risks. But I'm open to dialogue with you guys if you think that the risks are huge. I just don't quite understand what they are, and I'm open to that dialogue. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Continue to do the hard work of the hard work. That's how we heal. That's how we grow individually, in our families, and as a community. I love you. Bye.